What if I told you that in the fast-moving world of K-pop, where charts change overnight, where new idols debut almost every month, and where attention can shift in a matter of days, one artist has been quietly holding the same position for more than 2 years. Not rising, not falling, but standing firmly at the very top. Because right now, something extraordinary is happening around Kim Seok-jin, the man the world knows as Jin of BTS. And the numbers behind it are almost unbelievable. Let's start with a simple question. How long do you think someone can stay number one in a global fan vote? A few weeks? Maybe a couple of months if the momentum is strong. Now imagine doing it for 106 consecutive weeks. Yes, 106. On the global fan voting platform My One Pick, Jin has once again taken first place in the K-pop individual weekly ranking, securing the top position for the first week of March with an astonishing 8,926,586 votes. But the real story isn't just the victory, it's the continuity. Because this latest win means Jin has now remained number one for 106 weeks in a row. Think about what that really means. That's more than 2 full years where every single week fans from around the world return to the same place, to cast their votes, to push the same name back to the top. Week after week, month after month, year after year. In an industry known for its rapid changes and fierce competition, maintaining that kind of dominance is incredibly rare. And yet somehow, Jin keeps doing it. But the weekly ranking is only one part of the story, because when you zoom out and look at the monthly rankings, the picture becomes even more remarkable. Jin also topped the February monthly ranking, extending another record, 26 consecutive months at number one. 26 months. More than 2 years where no other artist has managed to take the top position away from him. And this kind of loyalty doesn't happen by accident. It reflects something deeper, something emotional that fans around the world feel when they look at Jin. For many people, Jin represents a unique balance that is surprisingly rare in the entertainment world. There are idols known for their visuals, there are idols known for their vocals, and there are idols known for their stage presence. But Jin somehow manages to combine all three. From the very beginning, fans were captivated by his striking visuals, the kind that earned him the nickname Worldwide Handsome. But over time, people realized that behind the visuals was an artist with remarkably stable live vocals, capable of delivering emotional performances that resonate far beyond the stage. When Jin sings, it doesn't just feel like a performance. It feels like a story. And when he stands on stage, there's a quiet confidence about him, something calm yet powerful, that naturally draws attention. That presence has helped him build a connection with fans that feels both global and deeply personal. And that connection is now extending far beyond music. Because Jin's influence is also making waves in the worlds of fashion and luxury branding. Global brands have taken notice of the power he holds. Today, Jin serves as an ambassador for world-renowned luxury names like Gucci and the prestigious French jewelry house, Fred. And every time Jin appears in a campaign, something fascinating happens. Photos go viral. Search trends spike. Fans around the world begin sharing images, discussing outfits, and recreating the looks he wears. In other words, his presence doesn't just represent a brand, it amplifies it. But sometimes the influence of fandom becomes visible in an even more tangible way. Because Jin's victory in the January monthly ranking has led to something fans can actually see in the real world. A special reward advertisement dedicated to Jin is now being displayed in one of Seoul's busiest transportation hubs, Express Bus Terminal Station. From March 12th to March 18th, large digital screens inside the station are showcasing Jin's dazzling visuals. And if you've ever been there, you know just how massive the crowds can be. Thousands upon thousands of commuters pass through the station every day. People rushing to work, students heading to school, travelers moving between cities. And suddenly, in the middle of that fast-moving crowd, there it is. A huge screen, a familiar face. Jin. For fans who happen to pass by, it's more than just an advertisement. It's a moment of pride. A reminder of how far their favorite artist has come, and how powerful their collective support can be. And recently, Jin has also been drawing attention through another exciting project that fans have been eagerly anticipating. When Netflix released the official trailer and poster for BTS comeback live Arirang, viewers immediately noticed Jin's appearance. Standing confidently with his signature features and tall silhouette, he radiated the same calm charisma that fans have loved for years. Even in a brief glimpse, his presence felt unmistakable. And that preview has only intensified the excitement surrounding what's about to happen next. Because very soon, Jin will reunite with the members of BTS for a major live event. On March 21st, the group will hold BTS The Comeback Live Arirang, and the location is symbolic in its own way. The event will take place at Gwanghwamun Square, a historic and iconic public space located in the heart of Seoul. Surrounded by centuries of Korean history, the square has hosted countless cultural events and national celebrations. Soon, it will become the stage where BTS reconnects with fans in a powerful moment that many have been waiting for. For Jin, it represents another chapter in an already remarkable journey. From a young trainee with a dream, to a global superstar admired by millions, from small stages to stadiums filled with light sticks, and now to a point where his name has remained number one for 106 consecutive weeks. When you look at the numbers alone, it's impressive. But when you look at the emotion behind those numbers, the millions of fans voting week after week, it becomes something even more meaningful. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about rankings, it's about connection. A connection between an artist and the people who believe in him. And if the past 106 weeks have proven anything, it's that the story of Jin's influence, his voice, his presence, and the loyalty of his fans is still unfolding. And honestly, it feels like we're only watching the beginning of the next chapter.